y'all doing tonight? Welcome to Look Around Florida. Man, it's been a crazy couple weeks. Actually, 2 weeks today. Uh, was our last broadcast due to Hurricane Ian that hit Southwest Florida. Devastating all over the place. I mean, it don't matter where you went in Southwest Florida, you can see the effects of it. The good thing is, with Pine Island, uh, the bridge is temporarily repaired, so people can get out. Emergency personnel, FP&L, Lee County Co-op, all that can get out to the island and start doing stuff out there. As of a few hours ago, uh, the Causeway Bridge to the city of Sanibel, Captiva, was temporarily repaired. Uh, well, moving in the right direction down here. Type thing after being devastation all over the place, including where I live. Carport's gone, roof is gone, and front lanai. Uh, I didn't really plan for anything for tonight because I wasn't sure if I was gonna have power. Hey, Mr. Pope, how you doing this evening in Tennessee? Yeah, get back to what I was saying. I wasn't really planning on anything tonight. I just wanted to give you guys an update, what's going on here in the hurricane recovery. You know, it's been a long road, stressful road. It's good to hear. That's good to hear up there in Knoxville. Next time I get up in that area, David, I'm going to give you a jingle. Probably be a while, but you know, I do want to meet you face to face instead of over the computer, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I was saying, the causeway to Sanibel is temporary fix as of a few hours ago. A line of 200 FP&L trucks rolled over that bridge. Same with EMS, fire department, sheriff's office to get out there and start doing what they need to do to get that island back in order. Hey Kim, good to see you too. Tonight's just pretty much going to be shoot the breeze. Hey Victor, we got Northeast Florida, we got Central Florida, we got Knoxville, Tennessee in the chat. That's good. I know most people will be rolling in over time. So, get back to what I was saying. The Sanibel Bridge is temporary fix. Matlacha Bridge to go to Pine Island, St. James City, and Bakilia, temporary fix. I'm expecting devastation out of Bakilia due to the fact that's where Ian came in through. Right there with Bakilia and Kia Costas. Uh, I would show on the map, but yeah. Talisa, good to see you. Jeff Kahn, hey buddy. Glad y'all are doing good and in the chat. Thank you for the warm welcome. I will give a shout out to quite a bit of you that hit me up after the storm to see how I was doing. Thank you for that. Granted, I mean, a lot of us are SCV, OCR, UDC, and all that. Yeah, that's what these organizations are about. The brotherhood. Hey, Beth, good to see you. Thank you for joining the show tonight. Hope you and your son are doing good. That's what these organizations about. The SCV, OCR, UDC, I'm waiting for somebody to say the MOS. Yeah, uh, oh, okay, yeah, MOS MOSB, and the list goes on, you know? That's what these organizations are about, the brotherhood and the sisterhood. Checking on each other. I mean, I checked on my brothers, right here in Southwest Florida. As soon as the storm passed, I got up next morning to see the devastation. I realized I did not have cell phone service because I was trying to get a hold of my camp members to make sure they're okay, what they need. Uh, so it was a little nerve wracking for me for a little while because power's out. Cell phone towers were down and internet was down. So yeah, I'm fine. I was more concerned about others. That's how God created me, to think about others in a time of need, put the needs of others above myself, so to speak. So, like I said, I had roof damage, carport is gone, my front one eye is gone. Hey, Bobby, good to see you, sir. Uh, yeah, me and my neighbors, we all banded together, cleaned up everybody until I remembered I had a generator in my shed. So once I broke that out, fired it up, I had temporary power as long as I was able to get gas. Keyword. So then I realized, like 2 days after I got Xfinity back, so I was able to uh, send out text messages, stuff like that, do Wi-Fi, what is called Wi-Fi calling. A post some pictures and stuff like that on Facebook, so you guys knew I was okay, and others here in Southwest Florida were okay. Uh, Yeah, everybody in my camp made out good. Uh, Everybody's in good spirits. Want to give a shout out to Jimmy Shirley. Thank you for your donation of water this weekend. That will not just Jimmy Shirley, but the guys in his camp. We met him. We met him up this weekend in Clewiston, and, and we appreciated that so much because what we're seeing every day, it was a chance for us to get out of the area, get amongst brothers, and just talk and hang out. Yeah, like I said, yeah, these organizations are about the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you know, family. Yeah, I know I got some family members that's going to be watching the show probably the next day or two. Uh, that are up there in Ohio. Hey, I'm alive. Above ground. I know some of you are saying, "Oh shucks," but yeah, the Lord bless me. So everybody now, I'm back to work. I've been down to Naples already, working down there this week. Naples beach area did get flooded. Uh, so far from the beach they get flooded, but Naples itself, I mean, Beth can testify. Hey, Mr. Norris, good to see you, sir. Yeah, Beth in the chat can testify. Most of Naples is cleaned up already. They didn't get too much. They got mainly landscape debris east of 41. I haven't been west of 41 down there by Gulf Shore Drive, so I can't report on that area. Uh, So east of 41, there's just landscape debris all over the place. Some communities are already picked up, cleaned up, and that. So uh, I think I haven't really watched the news since I got power because yeah, it was nothing but doom and gloom, and I like being uplifted and upbeat, listen to some Christian rock and roll, so to speak, like the Newsboys. The list goes on. They always uplift me when I'm feeling down. That's just me. I'm not endorsing them or anything like that. That's just me personally. Uh, yeah, let me put this out. Yep, there you go. That way, like I've said in the past, anything can fly out of my mouth at a moment's notice. Most of you know me and know that. Exactly, for miles. I mean, uh, yeah, because it made landfall in Kia Costa and Baquia area. Both of those areas are barrier islands of Southwest Florida. It, from what I'm understanding, Ian followed the same flight path as Hurricane Charlie did. Some of you in the chat may remember that one. But power's back on, lights back on. Cell phone services are hit or miss depending on where you go. I mean, yeah, I could get phone calls, text messages, but internet service is hit or miss through the phones with cell phone towers. But uh, I had while the power was out and everything, couldn't really after we did the cleanup and that. I didn't want to venture out too much. I did venture out to a few days later after I went on, one of my camp members, Jay, checked, finally got through to him. He was okay. He just had some water starting the night of the hurricane. He was just starting to get water to come into his house. So him and his mom and dad was in there with brooms trying to brush it out. Yeah, I mean, that's only, a few miles, a couple miles south of me. I mean, that's how bad the storm surge was. Parts of Cape Coral were underwater. Iona, McGregor area were underwater. The road going down Summerlin that took you to Sanibel was completely washed away. I'm sure you've been seeing this stuff, guys, on the news. But get back to what I was saying. So a- after cleanup, not much really to do. I had a chance to read a book I picked up on my ancestor. Uh, it was it's the Civil War correspondent letters of William and James McFall of the South Carolina Palmetto Sharpshooters. Uh, exactly, Lee. Spotty reception. So I had a chance to read this book and understand the mindset back then of our ancestors. Letters to go home for clothing, shoes, stuff like that. I mean, yes, the military supplied our Confederate ancestors with so much. Uh, our ancestors still relied on family members to get stuff home. So it really, this book really put an understanding of what our ancestors went through. Uh, if you guys want more information about this book, where to get it, A distant cousin of mine found it on Amazon. She knew I was looking for it, and I got it on there. Just go to Amazon, type in my last name that you see right here, and it should pop up. If you're interested in letters home from the South Carolina Palmetto Sharpshooters. Books like that I really enjoy because with today's politics and everything, I love studying the War of Northern Aggression, the Civil War, whatever you want to call it. Uh, I love learning about the soldiers and the soldiers' mindset. Instead of the political BS that gets drilled on our head. I mean, hell, I took a course in college and it was all about politics. I'm like, I'm here to learn the history, not the not politics. Yeah, it kind of ticked off the professor, but hey, what do you expect from a Lincoln lover? And he did state that to me. And he loved Lincoln. I'm like, oh, me and you are not gonna get along. And yeah, it was true. We didn't get along. He didn't like the facts and the proofs I would bring in to point that what he was talking about was wrong, or he didn't have all the data or incorrect information. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, our education is good. I mean, it's not as good as China, but what the hell? I mean, when got 600 kids out there doing aerobics in a courtyard, But yeah, let me get. I had Rich. As we know, this month is Hispanic History Month. Uh, Especially with Florida, right up. It would be up there. St. Augustine, Florida, has a rich history of Hispanic histories, clear back to the 1500s. So a good friend of mine, compatriot, don't matter if it's this show, SCV chat, and the list goes on. Richard Garcia, me and him got to talking, uh, and he sent me some stuff about Hispanics that served in Florida units. I've heard that there was. Granted, our state has a very diverse uh, diverse history. There it is. Just found it. Now, how can I bring that over here? Alrighty, alrighty. Let me move this here and this over here so I can see you guys chat. So this is where Mr. Garcia said that after I put a message in the SCV chat last night about Hispanics in Florida. He goes, Sean, in response to your question, yes, there was many Hispanic Confederate soldiers in Florida. Florida, with its long history as Spanish colony, it is not surprising that Florida maintains a vibrant Hispanic population at the time of the war, of the American War. Certainly, primarily in Pensacola, St. Augustine, with smaller numbers scattered throughout the Pensacola, the Hispanic population of the war era. Florida was descended from the descendants of the colonists who had remained there following the American Inquisition of the territory. Most Southern Hispanics gave their support to the Confederacy following secession. One for the entire Confederacy lists more than 6,000 soldiers, sailors, and Marines of Hispanic ancestry, along with the civil officers, blockade runners, even more than 300 men who served in Florida units or with some connection to the state. Every Florida Confederate military unit had at least one member with a Hispanic name in it on its roll. But two Florida units with the largest number of Hispanics appear to have been the 3rd Florida and the 8th Florida Infantry Regiment. The Florida Independence Blues, later Company B of the 3rd Florida Infantry, was probably the most ethnic diverse unit from the state. Many of St. Augustine established Hispanic families joined its ranks. I'm not going to pronounce her real name. She's known as Lola Sanchez. That we've all learned here in Florida know about. Lola Sanchez was one of the 3 sisters who became spies for the Confederate Army during the war. Sanchez became upset when their father was falsely accused of being a Confederate spy by a member of the Union Army in prison. Officers of the Union Army then occupied Sanchez's residence in Palaco, Florida. See, this is what I love about our organization. I even learned myself. One of occasions, Sanchez overheard various officers planning a raid and decided to alert the Confederate forces. She informed Captain John Jackson Dickerson, aka the Swamp Fox, a commander of the local Confederate forces, of the plan. The result of her actions was that the Confederate forces surprised the Union troops in an ambush and captured the USS Columbia, a Union warship. On the day of the surprise raid in the Battle of Horse Landing. This was one of the few instances in which a Union warship was captured land-based Confederate forces during the war. I tell you what, yeah, thank you for that, Mr. Garcia. I've heard of Lola Sanchez. I know a certain somebody that goes by that name. She's very big with Save Southern Heritage. Good group of men and ladies trying to help save our history and our culture and our monuments. You can check their page out uh, at Save Southern Heritage, Florida. Yes, David. Yeah, he said he was there, and uh, we had so many people there at the forest reinterment. I could have bumped in some, but I could have bumped into you or him and wouldn't even know it. Paul Gramlin, our commander in chief, Jason Boshears, our past commander in chief, Larry McCurney, can testify to that. There was a lot of people, and they were welcoming us in. So, like I said, guys, I really didn't plan for anything tonight because I wasn't sure if I was going to have power. I got power back on as of Friday. Woohoo! And Thursday I got tarped in. I got one of those blue tarps, blue roofs. If you drive down Bayshore Road, you see Tarp City, and I'm in one of those tarp cities. But I'm alive. I'm kicking. Uh, just trying to stay upbeat because all the devastation throughout my home. doing what I can to help out our brothers and sisters down here. Oh, I meant I totally forgot about doing this earlier, so guys, bear with me. Huh? You know what? I had it, and I should have saved the page. But keep in mind, if you are in Southwest Florida in my brigade or Leon's brigade, we have members that are having a hard time. Please go to HQ, donate to the hurricane disaster relief fund. That money goes right to your brothers and sisters that get devastated disasters. Don't matter if it's like me down here in a hurricane or hell, one minute David Pope may need it up there in Tennessee for flooding or whatever. The money goes to your brothers and sisters. Let's keep that in mind. Uh, and you can find that if you go to national website, go to forms and documents. In there, you can find the information on the disaster relief. Uh, Yeah, yeah, like I said, I try to be upbeat in that, but a couple, sad stories. Uh, Lieutenant Bogus, Camp 2150, their, camp commander's son, only lived a, few miles from me. With the heavy winds and everything that we got, luckily he got out in time and went to his dad's house. His place where he was living got wiped out completely. Uh, all he has is the shirt and shoes and pants that he has on him. So, if you guys want to help him out, send him some clothes, gift cards, stuff like that, DM me. I'll give you that, give you his information that you can, send him a card with a gift card in it, whatever. The kid needs anything and everything uh, to help him get back on his feet. Like I said, uh, if you want to donate to that, like a gift card or whatever, private message me. I'm not going to share that information on the stream or anything. Do it on a case by case basis. Trying to protect the innocent. The innocent. He, like I said, he he survived with the clothes on his back, and that's all he got. So we're trying to help him out, get the word out on that there's a couple people in Leon's brigade that are having a tough time too. So let's keep the prayers going, guys. Keep them in your thoughts. As soon as I get more word in that, if they're looking for donations, stuff like that, I'll let you guys know. Right here on the either live on the stream or on the Facebook page. I know not all of you are on Facebook. You might be on YouTube. You can send me messages through YouTube. and I'll make sure you get the information if you want to help out a brother's son. Uh, so let's recap last show that we did. Great show, great show. We had ooh, that's good to know, Kim. Uh, if you guys don't know me that well, I get easily distracted. My boss just said that to me. He goes, "What the hell's wrong with you?" You know, it's like squirrel. But yeah, do a recap of our last show 2 weeks ago. Great show. We had our division, Florida division commander on, Calvin Hart, with the Florida division adjutant, Rick Roberts. Uh, man, I really like some of the stuff that he's doing. Uh, uh, Redesigning the medals, getting everything in order so if anything happens to him, the next commander can be easily walk in and don't have to worry about anything. Calvin and Rick are two of the hardest working people in the division. Uh, Cleaning up and reorganizing the division. I'm sure Kim and I know he was in the chat a little bit ago. Kim Hofecker. I hopefully I said that right, Kim. Not to insult you or anything, but uh, he can testify on what Rick and Calvin's doing. Uh, yeah, are you having a spell check problem tonight, Victor? But yeah, I really enjoy what they were doing. I talked to Calvin. In fact, yesterday called me, asked me because I sent that mail up to Division Command to let them know about the camp commander's son having a difficult time, and I do appreciate him calling me and asking me not only how I'm doing, but everybody in my brigade is doing. I said, from the members I've heard from, either I've reached out or they've reached out to me. Stuff can be rebuilt. This different story, the human body. Yeah, I know Aaron's in the stream. He said he was going to be. Uh, if P, Let me turn on Facebook because I am broadcasting to both. I may not see some of you that are chatting over on Facebook. So I'm going to open up that page and that way I can see comments that I do miss. Uh, like I said, there we go. If I missed somebody I did not say hi to, welcome to the show. Uh, so Calvin did reach out to me, not only asked me how I'm doing, asked on how the members are doing. Uh, like I said, within our division, we have a great support staff. It's I won't say staff, just support throughout Florida. I've heard from him. I've also heard from our division chaplain, Brian Turner, that's been on the show in the past. Am I still streaming on Facebook? I just looked at myself over there and it looks like I'm frozen. Let me take a look. Let me refresh it. Okay, we're good now. I thought, yeah, I thought it was me. I did that so I could see the chat over there too. Thanks, David. But a lot of devastation. Hey, Roy, Mr. Hudson, good to see you, sir. Hope you and Linda are doing well. Uh, you know, right now everybody's nerves is shot. So if anybody has any mason jars, you know what I mean. Uh, everybody just needs to have a drink to calm our nerves down. And like I said, it's been hectic the last couple of weeks. You know, like I said, I'm back to work now. Doing hey Aaron, doing what I do for a living, and with that, I drive around all Southwest Florida. I've been in Fort Myers. I've been down to Collier County. They're trying to keep us east of US 41. Got a couple what? Oh, no. But yeah. No, you're good, Jim. Like I said, I really didn't plan anything tonight. It was more of a welcome back celebration that we're back, we're alive. Uh, Aaron, correct me if I'm not mistaken. Is majority of Cape Coral back with power? Just type in the chat. I think majority of it is because Cape Coral got hit hard with flooding, storm surge, and wind. Where I live, I just got wind damage. Like I said earlier, a friend of mine, and oh, that's good. About 90% of it. 90% in 2 weeks. Man, those are guys with FP&L Elite County Co-op are busting ass. Yes, I said ass. You can tell my mom. Uh, Victor, good question. I haven't been down off of McGregor yet. My employer's keeping us east of 41. So with that, with stuff being east of 41, if you guys want to come help me out this weekend, we're going to be meeting up at the Buckingham Cemetery to do some cleanup. I went out there after the hurricane, put up the flagpole back up. Yeah, I took pictures and I posted them in the Facebook page. Uh, yeah, I went out there, put the big flagpole up. The little flagpole that I can't remember her name with the UDC. Her and her late husband put that up one year. And we cleaned it up and we concreted it in. That's still there and in good shape. The stick flags were all over the place. I picked them up, put new ones back. Same with the flag holders, the medallions. So around the graves are doing good, but there's tree limbs and stuff all over that cemetery. So I am planning doing a cleanup this weekend. If you want more information on that, please DM me. I'll get you the address. We're meeting up there at 9 o'clock. With that, a week from this Saturday, Leon Arthur hit me up. Uh, yeah, a week from Saturday at 9 a.m. Fort Ogden, up by Arcadia. That got, uh, hey, Mr. Turner, I'm just talking about you too. So Fort Ogden, a week from Saturday, we're going to do a big cleanup. We're talking with Leon Arthur about that. We're going to need as much help as possible. Besides trees down, some headstones did get knocked over. We don't know how much severely damaged the headstones are. So, uh, somebody was telling me about a granite paste or solvent you could put the headstone back up and seal it in with. I'm going what my other cert trainers have been talking about repairing headstones. So I've been out to Buckingham. That's what we're talking about right now. I've been out to Alva. I was out at Alva a few days ago. Surprisingly, that cemetery is already cleaned up. The only thing I had to do was put new battle flags on the graves. So, yay! There's a cemetery about a couple minutes down off of Bayshore that has two Confederates buried in there. Uh, I was amazed. Lee County Co-op has already cleaned that up. Uh, and I think I went there about a day to 2 days after the hurricane. And surprisingly, both graves had Confederate flags still on the graves, tethered, but the flags were still there. That that hit me right here in my heart and my soul. That you know, the flags were still there, tethered, but still there. So, I've got reports on Captiva, the three Confederates that are buried in Captiva. This is just hearsay. I haven't confirmed this or anything. Aaron Fifth, that's in the chat. That's the camp commander that needs help, guys. So you can either message me or you can message him on what you can do to help out his son. If you don't mind, either me or him. Uh, he's a great guy. Him and his father-in-law, John Swain. They're both great people with the biggest heart and deep, deep in. They're not like a holy roller, but they're in their faith. That they're not one of those ones that go out and force the Bible per se, holy roller, whatever you want to call them. I love God. I love talking about God. I'm doing it right here. I'm a man of faith. I believe, you know, just like our ancestors. A lot of them were Christians, Jewish. Mr. Turner in the chat told me there was even some Muslims. So, uh, exactly. You got to keep the faith, my brother. Keep the faith. That's how we survive, overcome, and adapt to situations is based on faith. So, I'm a it, reiterate. I can tell when I'm tired. I start studying, uh, stuttering. And my brain don't function as well. But Aaron Fifth is in the chat, guys. Uh, please let him know you're thinking about his son that's having a difficult time. There's camp members, and I got message from Leon Arthur's wife today, Delenn. There's members in his brigade that are having a difficult time. There's one that's in the hospital right now, had a seizure. Uh, don't know if that's because of the hurricane or not. I would say so because a lot of our brothers and sisters are stressed out to the max. Good point, Victor. Good point. So tonight's just a shoot the shit type thing. Exactly, Mr. Turner. You got to stay strong and have the faith. Yeah, just like our shirt says, Florida Division Strong. Uh, some are up here too. That's our division hats, guys. Yeah, Calvin Hart is a hard charger and he thinks about every one of us. Like I said, I've heard from him, I've heard from Rick, I've heard from multiple of you in the chat asking how I'm doing and how our brothers are doing. So I just want to say thank you all. Uh, hopefully, I have a better plan for next Tuesday. There is a few new events. When I got email or message about, I put them on the page, on the Facebook page. So feel free to join. Take a look at at the page on some of the new events. But let's keep the Southwest Florida region uh, in our thoughts and prayers. There's so many people that are in need right now. Uh, our next show Tuesday, I'll make sure I have a link to SCV HQ's disaster relief so you guys can donate to that. There's so many of our brothers in need right now. There's some people that are getting denied by from FEMA. God knows why. Uh, so we know why. It's the federal government. We're Southerners. Yeah, it don't matter to me. As long as you're born in the grew up in the South, you're white, black, Hispanic. Hell, you can be a purple people eater. And if you're waving the Confederate flag, you're right with me. You know what I mean, brothers and sisters? That's why I got the disclaimer going. All right, guys. I've been at this for an hour, just rambling. If you guys have any questions, how to get a hold of Donate to Aaron Fifth's son, message me or Aaron Fifth. He's in the chat. Uh, we'll both tell you how you can how you be able to donate. He's a good kid, hard worker. Like I said, he only the clothes he has are the ones that he's wearing. And I'm sure Aaron and Aaron's wife are probably washing them daily, or he's washing them himself. So, guys, hey Annette, good to see you. I still want to get you on the show, Annette. I know Talisa's good, but you know what I mean. I love our OCR girls. Without them supporting us, helping us out, you know what I mean. That's the same with our lovely ladies with the UDC. You know. Yeah, I know a lot of people. Yeah, I don't like politics. I'm here to have fun. Thanks, Kim. Oh, okay, Annette. Yeah, hit me up. Anytime you want to come on the show, Annette, just hit me up. I would love to have you on. Uh, soon as we. Oh, Mr. Turner has a good point. I totally forgot about that group. The Children of the Confederacy. I'd love to hear an update on them. Mr. Turner, thank you. That's a good idea. So I could keep rambling on and everything, but just, just keep your thoughts and prayers for the Southwest Florida region. A lot of people are having a time right now. Exactly. Hey, Mr. Turner, maybe poking her might help her out to come on the show and talk about the Children of the Confederacy. Next weekend, I have an idea for the show. I got to see if he's available, and that's Christian Lee. I was hoping to have him on last Tuesday's show to talk about the Tejano monument that he's doing. So he may be watching, he may not. So I'm gonna hit Christian Lee up to see if he wants to come on the show next Tuesday to talk about the Tejano monuments. This is Hispanic month. I hit up Rich Garcia to see if he wanted to come on the show. He said he's booked solid for October through November. So he did say he may be able to come on the show in December or uh, for uh, for Christmas time, type thing. To talk about the Hispanics in Florida. Uh, so I'm looking forward to that. I have ideas. I have plans. Uh, depending on uh when Christmas falls around and if that falls around the show. Thank you, David. Hey guys, look at the chat for David Pope. Uh, I really enjoyed the last show I was able to watch on that. Same with Michael Hardy. His shows are usually about books. And I love reading about, learning about good books to read. Uh, just like what I just talked about my ancestors. Uh, yeah, I love reading, learning about what was going in the mind of our ancestors, what they went through. So we're recovering down here. The state roads, the Florida Department of Transportation already has those cleaned up. Uh, the county and cities got to work on our neighborhoods, getting the landscape debris and the debris from our damaged homes cleaned up. FP&L are rocking and rolling. They just got on to Sanibel as a few hours ago, so I'm sure they're setting up shop and be rocking and rolling out there tomorrow. Same with Lee County Co-op. They're working in the Cape Coral. Aaron Fifth just said Cape Coral's 90% power back on. Yee! I don't know if that's FP&L or Lee County Co-op out there on Matlacha, St. James City and Makia, but they got a long road on that just as much as Sanibel and Captiva. So That's all I got tonight. It's just a welcome back show. Thank you for the comments in the chat. If you wanted to donate and help out Aaron Fifth Son, you can message me or you can message him. He's in the chat. So let's show him some love, guys. Just want to say I'm back. I'm alive. I'm above ground. And back to work. Exactly, Mr. Turner. Hey, Mr. Turner, how about I'm thinking about having you come back on the show when we get closer to Christmas time, if that sounds good. If you've done much research about what our ancestors did during Christmas time, if that's okay with you. But that's in December. Uh, so we got oh, Oh Hallows Eve coming up in a couple weeks. Uh, it does have another name for it. It's in Celtic. Uh, I knew the name of it and it escapes me. Let me take a look at my calendar real quick. Nope. Halloween falls on a Monday, and that's usually SCV chat night. So I'm sure Moose is going to dress up as a moose. Candyman's probably going to dress up as a big Snickers bar. At GCB, anything's possible with him. So, hopefully I can get Christian Lee on for next Tuesday if he's available to talk about his Tahano monument. If you live in Florida, you have anything going on. If you want to talk about a monument here in Florida, you want to talk about a camp project you got going on, uh, or a camp project. If you're having a Christmas party, hit me up. Ooh, going to San Antonio. Have fun, Mr. Turner. Take pictures. I love to see them. So, guys, girls, thank you for joining the discussion tonight. I know I rambled on for a good hour. Uh, just want to give you an update what's going on here in Southwest Florida and what we're recovering. Uh, Next Tuesday will be a little bit better show and talk about Florida's history and what's going on throughout the Florida Division, SCV, and OCR. All right, gentlemen, stay Southern and see you then. Have a good night.